Hello, everyone. I'm Meredith Guerrero. I've been at Pinterest for almost 3 months now. Born and raised in ad tech. I've spent 10 years at Google and most recently a couple years at Facebook building out a few categories there. What do I do at Pinterest? I lead the East region for Pinterest, and we are focused on 94 of the top 200 advertisers in the US. And so I wanted to just share a little bit about myself. It's a tradition at Pinterest that we show our boards and we kind of give examples of what we're up to. But there's a special board that I really wanted to share just given where we are today. And it's the man cave that I designed for my husband. And so you'll see there's examples of how I started to design it. And I'm about to show you how it actually came to life. We're originally from the Boston area. My husband is from Needham, and I'm from New Hampshire. So we're huge Red Sox fans, diehard. And so here's the final product. And as you can see, go Red Sox. Red Sox is the main theme throughout the room. There's Patriots peppered in there, and then also University of Michigan. He's a big Go Blue fan as well. But as I was reflecting back, I'm like, I think it's actually time for me to do something for myself the next time around. And so I think I'm going to go and design a she shed. And I don't know how many of you know what a she shed is, but your homework is to go to Pinterest and search that, and you will find endless possibilities of how you can design that. So probably the next time you see me, that will be my example, and you'll know exactly what I'm up to. All right. So what do you do when you see something that you love? I'm going to ask the audience, and I'm going to give you a hint that it's a trick question. What do you do? Thank you. Some of you actually are answering the right answer. You make a Pinterest board. And so as I said, that was a trick question, right? But that's exactly what our founders were solving for. Both Pinterest founders were huge collectors as kids. Ben collected insects, and Evan collected baseball cards. And look, like to each their own. That's probably not what I would collect. But I also have to admit that I collected Garbage Pail Kids, so I'm probably just as weird as them. And some of you probably won't even remember what those are. But what they realized was that collections weren't just for kids to obsess over. Collections are everywhere. They're from the books on your bookshelves to the way that you curate and design your home. It's a very personal and customized way that you approach your collections. So they asked themselves, why isn't there a tool for collecting? And in 2010, they decided to launch Pinterest. And so it was a simple way for anyone to save anything on the web. And what they found was fascinating. People not only loved to make collections for themselves, but they loved to go in and discover other people's collections. And so users really come to Pinterest to discover and find new ideas all the way from the epic moments to the everyday moments. And so what do I mean by that? I mean from deciding what to cook for dinner tonight to what's your next adventure and travel destination that you want to be able to go and do. And so that goes to our mission. Our mission is to really help people discover and do what they love. And this is a big reason why I joined the company. What I realized is that I was really motivated by mission-based companies. And another fun fact about me is that not only did I create the man cave, but I've actually gutted my entire house inside and out using Pinterest. And so you can probably see that I love building in my personal life, and I also love building in my professional life as well. So if you think about it, you go to Google and you search and you find information. You go to Facebook to connect with your friends, and you use Snap and Instagram to share a moment. So then what do you do at Pinterest? Pinterest, you go and you discover and you plan for yourself. It's, again, that very personal and customized experience. And so, therefore, what's really differentiating about Pinterest and what's unique is the intent that people have when they visit Pinterest. And it goes beyond those usual suspects that you would probably think, like fashion and home and food. And so that brings us to kind of what an example of how financial services partners with Pinterest. And so you can see the unique opportunity to be able to contribute versus interrupt the core user experience on Pinterest, because you can help pinners achieve what they are trying to plan for around these real life events. So if you're moving, you need a mortgage. If you're planning that next vacation, you most likely will need a credit card in order to do that. And so that brings us to our case study and our example. we had a great opportunity to be able to partner with Chase to implement a full funnel strategy. And this really was going after and capturing intent early on among our movers and home renovators to drive awareness and to get new customers